Hello, dear ones. I am currently in a training with an amazing clinician named Corey Andreas. And this visual is from the training. So I want to really highlight that I did not create this, Corey did. And she is one of the most like neurodivergent affirming therapists I've interacted with. And this is an amazing protocol that she offers for meltdown. And meltdown is basically when an autistic or neurodivergent person, their nervous system basically overrides everything else and puts them into a meltdown. And this could look like a tantrum. It could look like also just like not talking, unresponsive, laying on the floor. Um, it could look like a variety of things, but what's happening and what's important to recognize is that this is the nervous system operating autonomically, so without your conscious control. So it's not a decision, it's not a choice. It is something that the nervous system does to protect the animal who is in such a threatening, is experiencing so much threat that their nervous system does not think it's safe for them to make choices and is going to cut off their access to making choices and is going to take them into this meltdown. And it's not a choice, and it's not something that someone can like try their way out of. And so this is a really um, nervous system affirming approach to supporting a loved one or someone that's in your care, maybe a student, maybe a client, um, if they're having a meltdown. And it's called the seven S's. And I'm a huge acronym fan because I'm love DBT. So I love that she has an acronym for it. It's oh shit, time for the S's. And uh, it's basically like, okay, this is happening. How can we support it? So the first one is see the overwhelm without judgment. It's not about you. So a lot of times, especially parents will be like, what have I done wrong? What can I do to stop this? It's my responsibility. It's something that I, um, should have prepared for or managed or made to not happen. Clinicians can feel this way. Teachers can feel this way, right? So just reminding ourselves, like, this is not about me. Also, it's important to remember it's not about you because sometimes the person in the meltdown can be very attacking. Again, their nervous system has taken over and they're experiencing the environment, including whoever's present, as extremely threatening. And so they may be cursing, they may be throwing things, they may be hitting, spitting, any of these behaviors. Okay. So she says for folks to imagine putting on a bulletproof vest and just imagining like, this is totally a trauma response. This is not about me. This is not the person's like conscious behavior. I like to think of someone maybe in Alzheimer's or dementia or on a substance that like if somebody, for example, is an angry drunk or somebody with Alzheimer's has aggressive impulsivity, we're not going to take it personally, right? We're going to be like, okay, this is not really them. This is their nervous system. So that is one way to see it when it feels really personal. And, I would say the first thing to offer is if someone's in a meltdown and you are also, your nervous system is shot, I would take care of yourself first, right? Rather than trying to take care of them. Because if you're freaking out and then trying to support someone in meltdown, you're just going to have a nervous system ping pong thing. So this is only for if your nervous system has the capacity to support the person. Okay, so first, it's not about you. Second, say it. So a lot of validation. I see that this is a lot. I know that you hate when things play out this way. I made a video recently about a cracker breaking. It could be running out of cereal, not being able to, getting to a restaurant you were really counting on and then it's closed. Having an appointment get canceled. Having your shoes not fit and feel comfortable, right? It could be anything and just say like, I know you hate it when this cracker gets broken. I hear you that you're so upset about the appointment getting canceled. That's really upsetting to you. Just a lot of validation. Squeeze, squish, or supportive touch. So this is a real consent based option. So we're going to, perhaps come nearer or be close enough that the person can hear us and offer. It might be just holding out a hand because verbal is really hard to process when you're in a meltdown. It could be holding out a hand. It could be placing a pillow or a stuffy nearby. Um, it could be, um, saying, would you like some gentle touch? Um, Again, verbal's hard. So it could be like bringing your hand nearby or bringing your body nearby and seeing how the person responds to that. Solitude or silent support nearby. So, you can uh, check in with the person and be like, I can be here nearby or I can leave the room, right? Giving them some choices around that and then staying quiet, not a lot of verbal, as little verbal as possible. Sensory, don't ask, right? Little verbal as possible. Put a variety of sensory supports nearby, right? Especially if you know the person well, you'll know what they like. If they like ice, if they like a drink, if they like a blanket, a stuffy, gum, candy, tea, headphones, any, weighted blankets. Um, there's, fidgets, putty, maybe something that's one of their favorite things. It could be a whole variety of things, just sort of like putting them nearby, right? So I might bring an ice pack, I might put a weighted blanket, I might bring a stuffy, I might put some putty, and I might, bring a nice cup of something that they enjoy and just set them nearby, and some headphones or earplugs. Um, Support animal stuffed or real. So if there is an animal that's, trustworthy within the family or within the system, that animal can be brought in. Animals are amazing at co-regulating. It could be a stuffed animal. So for me, like a real animal is too unpredictable and too needy, actually. I worry about their needs. So for me, a stuffed animal is really good. And they have amazing, big, like weighted stuffed animals these days. So there's some really good options there. And then safety within your reaction, emotions, meltdowns are okay. You're okay. Take all the time you need. So you're reassuring the person, like, hey, this meltdown makes sense. Take all the time you need. You don't need to feel better. You don't need to stop crying or stop thrashing. For me, like, this makes sense. It's okay with me. And that's only if that's honest, right? If it's not okay for you and you're having a really hard time with that meltdown, then that's a time to take care of yourself. So my nervous system is having a hard time. I'm gonna go get myself some ice. And for parents, I really, really encourage, doing the seven S's for yourself first, right? The meltdown's happening and be like, it's not about me, right? They're having a really hard time. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm gonna give myself some gentle rocking or gentle touch. I'm gonna give myself some silent support, right? I might give myself some solitude if I need to close a door because I'm really feeling scared that this person in meltdown is gonna hurt me. I might get myself ice pack. I might be holding my stuffy or my weighted blanket, and encouraging myself, like, we will be there for them when we're able. That's a component that is really important to me personally because I know a lot of us who have sensitive friends or family members or clients are also, you know, um, or neurodivergent clients, family members, or students are also neurodivergent ourselves and need a lot of support when we don't have the capacity to support those meltdowns. So just wanted to share those brilliant seven S's. Hope it's supportive and helpful. Check out Corey. She is on social media and Corey Andreas, Andreas, and has a newsletter. A website is available for autism evaluations and therapy. Just really amazing person. Okay, lots of love.